Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, so welcome to everybody who's online. Welcome to the lesson. Jesus Christ is Serapis, right? You know, in in Israel, there's a rumor going around that the the one called Jesus Christ is none other than Caesar Borgia, right? Um, and that's what it is. It's a rumor, right? Our our elders in the various camps of Israel have taught us this, and yet have not shown any evidence to substantiate this particular claim. I myself went and looked it up according to the ordinances of the Most High. He says, "A fool believeth every word, but the wise looketh well to their going." And so, in an effort to ensure that I am believing the correct thing, I went and looked into it myself, right? And I haven't found any evidence that Caesar Borgia is indeed Jesus Christ. But what I have found is that Jesus Christ is indeed Serapis, right? And we're going to learn how I came to that conclusion. We're going to learn who this Serapis is. And, if we have time, this might be a two-part, I don't know. But if we finish today and we have time, we may look at the even deeper meaning of uh, this Serapis character, right? But for today, we'll make an effort to show people how, I'll make an effort to show people how I know that Jesus Christ is based on Serapis, all right? So let's I'm gonna have my notes up on screen here so you guys can follow along, but I also have it on here because there's many historical receipts, okay, that I need for us to go through and for us to look at in order to be able to see basically how I came to this particular conclusion. All right. So first, let's look at I just spoke a little bit about what Israelites believe about this Jesus character. All right. We here in Israel, we know that Jesus is not the name of the Messiah, right? But in Paleo Hebrew, it is in fact Yahweh Shai. In modern Hebrew, it would be Yahusha or Yahusha. It would be in modern Hebrew. Some people use Yahshua as well, which is Joshua, which is the actual name of Yahweh Shai, Yehoshua or Yeshua, Yahshua for short, which is Joshua. But we damn well know that it's not Jesus Christ, man, right? And if you look up on your Google, um, we see that the letter J was not invented until the 15th century, man. Let's have a look, right? So it's impossible for the Messiah's name to be Jesus, right? So let's see here. Let me see if I can get let's see what Britannica has. Let's see what Britannica has. All right, so it says here J, 10th letter of the alphabet. It was not differentiated from the letter I until comparatively modern times, man. This is from Britannica.com. It says it was the custom in medieval manuscripts to lengthen the letter I when it was in a prominent position. notably when it was initial, as initial I usually had a consonant force, meaning it sounded like a consonant. Okay. The lengthened form came definitively to be regarded as representing the consonant, and the short form, the vowel in whatever position they occurred. So what's that saying? If you drew a long I, uh it represented the consonant, and the short form represented the vowel. All right. Our vowels A, E, I, O, U, our consonants, all the other letters. Okay. Um, they say here the process of differentiation began about the 14th century, right? But was not complete until the 17th century. For certain purposes, an alphabetical series, for example, the letters I and J are not always regarded as distinct. The enumeration passing occasionally from I to K. All right. The original consonantal sound represented by the letter was the semi-vowel aspirant I. The sound of Y in the word yacht. The original consonantal sound of I is the Y in yacht. The letter I used to be pronounced ya. Okay, and we know this because English and all these other Latin languages, Greek, and all these other Latin languages, French, all derive from Hebrew, man. Right? So that's all I want on that. Right? The letter J, used to have the Y sound, okay? And they started switching it in the 14th century, and the switch was complete in the 17th century, okay? So you can do a bit more research yourself. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we got a lot to go through. But I wanted to show you guys. So, what Israelites believe about Jesus? Some believe that Jesus is the Savior, right? Let's go to Exodus 23 and we'll read verse 13. Saba, you got that?
All right.
Are you okay? I can't hear you well, so you need to get closer to the phone or something because I can't really hear you well. Can you try speaking again?
Is this better?
Yeah, that's a bit better, yes. Yeah. Do you want my headphones?
No.
All right, go ahead. Exodus chapter 23, and we'll read verse 13.
And in all things that I have said unto you by circumspect,
Take your time. In all things I've said to you, what?
be circumspect,
Be
and
circumspect. Uh-huh.
and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
Right. So is the Most High saying, hey, don't say the name Baal? Is the Most High saying, don't say the name Remphan? Well, that would be a contradiction because the Most High talks about Remphan and the Most High talks about Baal within the scriptures, right? He's not saying, hey, literally, don't say the names of these gods, all right? The word here is zakar, all right? What the Most High is saying is do not call upon these names. Do not invoke these names. Don't invoke the names of other gods. So it is important that we get the name of the Messiah and the Most High right, man. Right? Because what? The Messiah says, pray in his name. Anything you ask in his name, it will be granted. Right? Right? And Yahweh tells you that, hey, to bless someone, you have to put his name upon them. So these names are important, you know. I just want to go through here, right? In the Brown Driver Briggs, right? Which again, as I always say, that's the one respected by the so-called scholars, so they will not argue that. All right. It tells you that this word zakar means remember. So if you keep saying Jesus Christ as you are calling upon the Messiah, are you forgetting the other God, the false God, the image of the beast? Or are you remembering the image of the beast? Right? Right? Are you forgetting the image of the beast, or are you remembering the image of the beast? Well, you're certainly remembering the image of the beast, right? I want to put this up in the interlinear because it has some good precepts. Where is it? 1 second. Here. This word, sakar. Right here. Okay. Sakar. Okay. Remember. All down here we got precepts. Genesis 8 and 1. Genesis 9 and 15. Genesis 9 and 16. Remember. Remember. Right? Remember. Right? Think. Right? What name do you have in your mind? What name are you calling on, man? Right? Because what the most I tell you, the defiling of a person is not what go into their mouth, but what come out of their heart, meaning out of their mind, man. So if out of your mind is coming Jesus Christ, you're in trouble. Because Jesus Christ is the name of the image of the beast. And we're gonna prove that. Uh we got more precepts, Exodus 2:24. The Most High remembered his covenant, and so on and so forth. I think you guys get the point, right? Another good word is invoke, right? As we see in Nahum 2, well, I don't like this precept. I went to this and I don't like that. That precept, it doesn't seem to really show what it says it's showing. Okay. No, nevertheless, right? Do not recall, okay, the names of other gods. Do not keep in mind the names of other gods, man. You got to take Jesus Christ out of your mind. That is not the name of the Messiah, right? Okay. Let's go to Hosea 3 and 4 to further prove that, right? Let's go to Hosea 3 and 4. Blue letter, right? Hosea 3 and 4. Kara, can you read that for me, please?
Hosea, for the children of Israel shall abide many, abide for me abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim.
And without teraphim, correct. For the children of Israel shall abide many days. What's going to happen to the children of Israel? They're going to go many days without a prince, all right? We know the prince is Yahweh Shai. Okay. This also means ruler or high priest without a sacrifice, right? Meaning what? They won't be able to sacrifice no animals in the temple, and they won't have a sacrifice for the propitiation or forgiveness of sins for many days. That's going to happen to Israel, right? Here's the kicker. Israel is going to go many days without an image. We're not going to know the true image of the Messiah, man, or the Most High for that matter, for many days, and without an ephod and without a teraphim. Okay, and these two things were used for prophesying, all right, and meeting with Yahweh. So the Most High said, hey, Israel's going to go many days without these things. And watch what's going to happen. Afterward, shall the children of Israel return and seek Yahweh their God and David their king, and shall fear Yahweh and his goodness. When? In the latter days. So first, we won't have an image, right? We won't know what Messiah look like, man, right? We won't have an ephod or teraphim any way to commune with the Most High, man. Hey, we just got back how we to commune with the Most High, the true image, the true name of the Most High, according to these Western records around the 70s, man. But there were brothers and, around from even before then. It's just poorly documented, right? But we start getting a lot of information since the 70s, man. And we've been here in this land since, I believe it's 1524, the first set of slaves came here, man. So did we go many days without a prince, a sacrifice, and an image? Sava?
Yeah.
Did we go many days without these things, as the Most High said?
Yeah.
We certainly did. But now we are seeking Yahweh, our God, right? And David, who is symbolic of Yahweh Shai, our king, man. And what we doing? We're fearing the Most High, man. Which is what? To keep his commandments. That's what do you call it? That is I'm drawing a blank on the scripture. 13:13, written by Solomon. One second. Ecclesiastes, right? 13:13, right? Ecclesiastes 13:13. When all has been, oh my gosh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and do what? Keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Right? So now we return to the Most High in the latter days, man. And we have the image now. Right? We have the image, we have the sacrifice, we have the ephod, and we have the teraphim in spirit. We have the prince, and Yahweh Shai is many of these things. The prince, the sacrifice, the image. Damn, he's everything. He's every last one of those. Yahweh Shai is the prince, he's the sacrifice, he's the image, he's the ephod, and he's the teraphim, man. And we have him now, and the whole world is shook. Like it told you what happened in Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 11th verse. Right? Let's go there quick. After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them. So now we have the spirit of God, man, not the spirit of Christianity, not the spirit of philosophy, or horoscopes. Not the spirit of whoredom or cowardice, man. Not the spirit of doing our own thing, but the spirit of keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments as they were fulfilled by Yahweh Shai, with the understanding of Yahweh Shai, which is perfect. Yahweh Shai came and kept the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly, taught his disciples how to keep them perfectly, and his disciples left letters so we know how to keep them perfectly. The Most High said, after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them. They stood upon their feet. And what happened in the world? Great fear fell upon them which saw them. Because now the giants, the kings, the queens, the princes, and the princesses of the earth are awake. It is time for man to fear, for their destruction is near. And their enslavement. And that's pursuant to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1 and 2. So, the Most High said, make no mention of other gods, man. Meaning what? Do not invoke the names of these other gods. I want to show you guys one more scripture where he tells you to put his name upon the people. That's the blessing. How do you get the blessing of Yahweh on someone? Hey, you put that name upon Yahweh. Upon them, sorry. Yahweh's name upon them, right? And the Edomites did not want this to occur. Them and their compadres, pursuant to Psalm 83, from 1 on down, they colluded together to ensure that we forgot who we are and the name of Yahweh, man. And they replaced the name of Yahweh with Lord all throughout the scriptures. It's pretty freaking disgusting. Why? So we could not get the blessing, man. This is Numbers 6 from 24. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make I'm gonna read before that because Yahweh 6 okay. Number 6 from verse 23, it says, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel. So this is how you bless the children of Israel. This is how you bless the children of Israel. Pay attention, family. Saying unto them, Yahweh bless thee. Let me pull this up in the interlinear. Numbers 20, number 6. Yeah, number 6 interlinear. So you guys can see that Yahweh's name is here, man. Number 6 from 22. And spoke. You see that? It says here, their translation is Yahweh. That's not the man's name. We've said this several times. It's Yahweh. Yahweh. That's his name. And spoke Yahweh to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron. Okay, that's what it says here in the Hebrew, right? Now watch this. In English, they changed it to Lord, man. What Lord is meaningless. It doesn't have power to give you a blessing. See that? Same 22. And the Lord spake unto Moses. The hell's the Lord, man? And spake Yahweh. It literally says his name here. But they translate it as Lord, man. Yahweh. And spoke Yahweh to Moses. And I'm reading from right to left because that's how Hebrews read. And spoke Yahweh to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the way you shall bless the sons of Israel. Say to them, bless you, Yahweh. Let me go in 24 here in the KJV. What does it say here? The Lord bless thee, man. Who's the Lord? Right? I'm going to read on. 25. Shine Yahweh. Make his face upon you. So may Yahweh make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Lift up again Yahweh. In each of these instances, these people put Lord, man. 26, 25, they put Lord. To prevent you from getting your blessing. Lift Yahweh his countenance upon you and give you peace. Here's the kicker. So they shall put my name, Shammai, my name, on the sons of Israel, and I will bless them. And I will bless them, man. Come on. Right? And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel. That's the law, man. They shall. You're commanded to put the Most High name upon Israel, not the Lord, man, not Yahweh, and all this other foolishness. Put the Most High name upon the children of Israel, and what? He will bless them. So now we have the Most High name being put upon the children of Israel, and they're being blessed, man. Demons are being exorcised. People are overcoming demons, man. Depression demons and sex demons and all kinds of demons, man. Anger demons and profane demons and addiction demons and demons of cowardice, and people are overcoming demons. Not many, but people are overcoming them. Right? And as the Most High say, it is going to be a few. Right? Just bring that out real quick. See, most people who hear this word are not going to take it. Right? And even some who take it are not going to do it. Not many people will be saved. Why? Because they're just not going to do the ordinances of the Most High. And the Most High is an action over a word man. Right? Second Ezra's 9, let me get that. And the Most High don't care about your belief, man. Right? Now hear me out. Don't get simple. The Most High care about what you do, man. Do the right thing. Of course, with the faith in Yahweh Shai. So don't get simple. The Most High care more about you doing the work. Or let's put it this way: it's not enough to just believe. You gotta do the work. And at the very least, he tell you, take the talent that he give you and put it in the bank, right? So it can make interest. What does that mean? Just keep the commandments at the very least, right? But in our nation, there's a big struggle for people to just do something as simple as keep the commandments. And as a foundation, right? Second Ezra 9, 1 second. Second Ezra 9, verse 16, from verse 15. I have said before and now do speak and will speak it also hereafter. So the Most High said, hey, this thing, I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. There be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. I'm going to say that again. There be many more of them that perish than of them that will, which shall be saved, man. And the Most High give you a comparison, like as a wave is greater than a drop. A lot of people gonna die, man. A lot of Israelites gonna die. A lot of people who have cast out demons and preached in the name of God are going to die because they did not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? I digress. The Most High said in Hosea 3:4, we shall go many days without an image, a name, etc. Right? And indeed, it occurred. We got Jesus Christ instead of Yahweh Shai. We got God instead of Yahweh and Lord instead of Yahweh. Right? And all the other folly that we got from Islam and Buddhism and horoscopes and Plato and just foolishness. And from Black Lives Matter and from the Black Panthers and from Tupac and Malcolm X even. These people had some of the right attitudes, but all they were giving us was bare philosophies of men. That can't save us. What we really needed was the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High and the true name and identity of the Most High and his Messiah, man. And our true identity. Those are the things that we needed to be saved. Okay. So let me read it. It says, our slavery started in 1492. Okay. Our slavery starting in 1492 was the time we would go without the aforementioned. Okay, and I said this already. So Jesus is not the Savior. Yahweh Shai is, right? In fact, we know Jesus is the name of the image of the beast. Okay, so let's just go through those scriptures real quick. Let me see who we got on the line here. We got Sister Kira on the
I
line.
can read if you need also.
All right, perfect.
And
So
Isaac can read too.
all right, perfect. So who was the first one that said they can read there? Was that you, Sava? Who was the first one that said I can read?
It was me.
Okay, so let me get Daniel 8:18-25, please, bro.
18 to 25.
Yeah, Daniel 8:18-25. The classic.
Okay, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, starting at verse 18. Now, as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep on my face towards the ground. But he touched me and set me upright. And he said, behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed, the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest, having two horns, are the kings of Media and Persia. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia.
Right. So there's the part to remember. The rough goat Daniel saw in his vision was the king of Grecia. All right. And of course, Daniel sees this vision of four kingdoms or empires that will run the world. The last empire being really the kingdom of the Greek. Now, if you go through them piece by piece according to the statute, it's gonna tell you that, you know, the Roman rules last, but the Roman is of the Greek, all right? So this scripture is gonna tell you, hey, really, it's the Greek that's gonna be ruling at the end of the world, right? And it's the Greek that's gonna fight Christ, okay? Which is why we say that Jesus Christ is the name of the image of the beast. We're gonna show you that these Greeks are the beasts that the Bible keeps talking about, okay? These so-called white people, they're the Greeks, right? And then and then we'll go on from there. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 21.
22.
It's verse 21. And the
Okay.
red goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
Right.
Now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nations, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
So stop right there. The Most High said in the latter time of the Greek kingdom, all right? When the sins, right? When these sinners, he called them transgressors, which means sinners, man. He said, hey, when these sinners are come to the full, they're gonna have a king of fierce countenance standing up. He's gonna understand dark sentences, which means he's gonna understand the secrets of the world, man. Right? And he's gonna stand up. What does that mean? When you stand up or you lift up your head, you're ready to attack. You're ready for war. You are standing in power. So this particular individual, this is the attributes that we're looking for, right? Someone standing in power, right? In the latter time of the so-called Greek kingdom, right? And understanding dark sentences and so on and so forth. Go ahead.
Verse number 24. And his power shall be might, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
So stop right there. This is a big clue. The Most High said, whoever this person is, they will destroy the mighty and holy people. Now we know from the scriptures, Deuteronomy 28, 45 to 48, Baruch, is that 4 and 6, I believe. And many other scriptures, you know, we know that we are the children of Israel, man. We are the ones that the Most High sent into slavery on these ships. Deuteronomy 28:68 as well, right? We know that we are these people. So when we look at who destroyed us, that's how we know who the Most High is talking about here, right? We take that clue and we add it up with the clue where he says, hey, it was the king of Greece, man, a so-called white man. And when we look in the history books, we see it's the so-called white man that destroyed our nation. So we know this is who the Most High is talking about, right? He destroyed the mighty and holy people. The Most High also said this same individual is going to destroy wonderfully, which means it's not us alone he's going to destroy. He's going to destroy many people all across the world. Only one person fits the bill, right? The Most High said he's going to prosper, right? We know who has prospered over the destruction of many nations, including the worst destruction coming upon our people. Right? And practice. No one's been able to stop him. No one's been able to stop him. He's still sitting at the top of the world right now, right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse number 25. And through his policies also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Right, and all these are attributes, right? You're looking for you know, a nation that you know, cause craft to prosper in their hand, man. They trick you with contracts and lying on their deals and through his policy, man. Right? He has military bases in everybody's countries, and you know, the trade policies and foreign policies and the NATOs, and through NATO, this man controls the world, man. The only bulwark against him is Vladimir Putin in the East, man. Right? And Vlad is part of their nation anyway. So on both sides of the world, the eagle runs everything. The so-called white man runs everything through his policy and trickery and utter destruction. Even Russia, none of those lands belong to so-called white people. They took it all from Japhites, so-called Asians, man. You know, through conquest, right? Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand.
And that's what I wanted. The most I say, hey, this particular Greek in the latter time of his kingdom is going to stand up against the prince of princes, and he's going to get broken without hand. Meaning Yahushua going to destroy him, decimate him, annihilate him, right? Pursuant to Obadiah 1:18, right? So again, we're trying to prove that Jesus is the name of the image of the beast. So you know the so-called white man going to be fighting Christ when he returns, right? You know he tricked the world and got power through his policy, right? You know he destroyed the mighty and holy people, and the mighty and holy people are not only destroyed financially, we're also destroyed spiritually, as we looked at before, because we were going to go many days without what? An image, an ephod, a sacrifice. So that's spiritual destruction, right? So let's move on. Let's see what else the Most High say about, remember, the Most High just said the Greek is going to fight against Christ at the end of the world and he's going to be destroyed. Now, when we go to Second Ezra, the Most High is going to call him by another name. So let's go to Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. Saba, let me get that off for you there. Actually, Isaac, let me get that one. Second Ezra.
Actually, just stepped away. He can't.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Who else is there? Is Sister Akira there?
I said she's unavailable.
Okay, no problem. So Saba, let me get Second Ezra's. Let me get Second Ezra's chapter 6 and verse 9. Saba, you there?
Yeah.
All right, let me get speak up when you're reading, and let me get Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Did that say the Greek is the end of the world?
Nope.
It said who?
It said Esau is the end of the world.
Right. Esau is the end of the world. But we just read in the scriptures that the Greek is the one that would fight against Christ. Right? So is Esau some new man that's coming up at some other time? No. The Greek is the Edomite. He is Esau. Right? And First Maccabees 5:3 tells you that. That the Maccabees were fighting the children of Esau, man. The whole time from First Maccabees 1:1 up until First Maccabees 5:3 tells you they were fighting the children of Esau. You know, First Maccabees 4:61 reiterates that. You know, they built up a garrison so they can defend themselves from the children of Esau. And also in the book of Maccabees, it doesn't say Esau, it says the Greek, the Greek, the Greek. And then at those poignant times, it lets you know these were the children of Esau, man. Let's go to Revelation 13, and we'll read 4 to 8. Let me get that, Brother Chris. Revelation 14. Wait 1 second. Kara, you there?
Yes.
All right, let me get this nice and loud. 4 to 8. Revelation 14, 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Yeah.
These are they which were not defiled with woman, defiled with woman.
Right.
Are virgins, for they are virgins.
Right.
Virgins. These are they which follow Lamb with the Lamb
whithersoever,
whithersoever he goeth.
all right?
The, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and the Lamb.
You know what, Kara? Sorry, I think I've called a false short there. Give me 14. Revelation 14. No, 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 no. Stay there. What? Oh, am I in the wrong chapter? Sorry about that. Revelation 13. Yeah. Revelation 13. Give me 4 to 8. I apologize. I was in the wrong place. Revelation 13, 4 to 8. Go ahead.
And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
Right. And this they that it was talking about is all the people of the earth. And we're going to see that in a second. Go ahead.
And they were given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
Yep. Blasphemies. Mm-hmm.
Blasphemies, and power was given unto him. Continue 42 months.
To continue 40 and 2 months. Okay. And that's the amount of time that he was that he spent destroying the mighty and holy people. Okay. It's talking about the very same beast that ram, that rough goat, sorry, from Daniel 8. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God
Mm-hmm.
to blaspheme
To blaspheme.
his
Uh-huh.
name and his tabernacle and them that they dwell in the heaven.
In heaven. So stop right there. So the Most High said that this particular nation, he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, meaning lies, man. And he lied about the Most High's name. Take that in, family. He said, the scriptures tell you that Esau, which is the dragon, Esau, which is the beast, blasphemed God's name. So he gave you the wrong name of God. We just looked at that. And his son too, right? He blasphemed, and what you're gonna see, watch this. I say his son too, the scripture backs it by this final portion where it says, and them that dwell in heaven, because the son dwells in heaven. So Esau lied about the son, he lied about the father, he lied about the Most High tabernacle, man, which is his temple, his church, his congregation. All these things Esau lied about, a Revelation tells you, man. Right? Go ahead.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them.
Right.
And the power was given him over all kindreds, kindreds, and tongues and nations.
So stop right there. This is the proof that it's the same rough goat from Daniel. It was given unto him to do what? Make war with the saints. Who are the saints? Psalm 147, 19 and 20. Psalm 148, 13 and 14. 1 second. Psalm 148. 13 and 14. 1 second. Psalm 148, 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 13 and 14. 1 second. Psalm 1 Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints. Who's his saints? His people, man. Who? Even of the children of Israel. That's the saints. Not Bartholomew and freaking, St. Patrick, man. Right? A people near unto him. Who's near unto the Most High? The Israelites, man. And then it says, praise ye Yahweh. All right. So that same Greek, which is now called here the beast, which is the Edomite, which is the so-called white man, right? It was given to him to make war with the saints, to overcome them as we will overcome. And it says power was given him over all the kindreds, the tongues, and the nations. That's the tribes, the languages, and the nations of people, man. The beast got power over all these people. Look around you. Who has power over all the world? It's the so-called white man, right? And what happened in verse 8?
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
Hold on. Read that again nice and loud. All that dwell upon the earth
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
shall worship him. Everybody is going to worship the beast. Thus saith Yahweh. If people are not worshiping the Most High, you sure as hell know they are worshiping the beast. Go ahead.
Whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundations of the world.
So stop right there, right? The Most I tell you straight, everyone's gonna worship the beast, man. We're gonna put a little more icing on the cake. Let's go to Revelation 14 and we'll read 9 to 11. Let me get that, please, Brother Chris. Revelation 14. Go ahead. I will read 9 to 11.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse number 9. And the angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Hold up. If any man worship the beast and what?
And his image.
So stop right there. The most I tell you, the whole world gonna worship the beast. Now, the worship is not necessarily just going in the temple, man. They look up to the beast as their savior. Democracy can save us. The Western way of life can save us. We can be saved by horoscopes. Plato said and Marx said, oh, we need Marxism.
And Fauci said, and Bill Gates said, and Fauci said, and Bill Gates said, and the Jab said, and all nonsense.
Exactly. Right? And they make sure you be quoting their people, because when you go to their schools, they teach you these people philosophies. Right? And tell you, oh, they are the authorities on particular information, man. So you're quoting them like a fool, you know? The man have you worshiping him, and he trick you and deceive you into doing it, because that's what he does. He's a deceiver. And as we've said many times before, deception is the most effective lie because it looks like the truth, right? So it said the whole world gonna worship the beast and the beast image. So we know the beast is the so-called white man, the Greek, the Most High call him Esau, right? That's the beast. The ones ruling the world today. According to the scriptures, man. God said that's the beast. And it said they also gonna worship the beast image. And when you put two and two together, there is only one religion on earth that has an image for you to worship, and it's Christianity. And when you look at the image, it's the image of the beast. You see that? So that's why the Most High said, if any man worship the beast, who is the so-called white man, and his image, who is Jesus Christ, what's going to happen? What's going to happen, bro? If you're talking, you're on mute. Brother Chris, you there? Okay, maybe I lost him. I'll read it.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
So,
It's
okay.
all good.
So I'll start from 9 again.
Yeah.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So stop right there. So the Most High say, you see, if you worship the beast and you worship the beast image, you're done for. You're going to get the wrath of the Most High, the pure wrath of the Most High you're going to get. He's not going to spare you at all. From the cup of his anger, man, the Most High going to punish you in anger for worshiping the beast and his image, man. And he going to torture you with fire and brimstone while the holy angels watching you, man. And the Lamb. Why? Because you're worshiping that horrible thing, which is a blasphemy of the Most High, a blasphemy of the Lamb. So they want to see the look on your face as you're suffering for your indignance, man. And that's just and fair and true, because we have received fair warning not to do these things. Right? Here's the kicker. Go ahead.
Verse number 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image.
Come on.
Whoever receiveth the mark of his name.
So if the beast is the so-called white man and his image is white Jesus, what is the mark of the beast's name? Don't answer, Chris. I want to see if the kids could get this one. If the beast is the so-called white man and his image is white Jesus, what is the mark of his name? What is the name that they call you when you worship white Jesus? Kara.
Which one?
Did you hear the question?
No.
Okay, so I'll pass it on to Sava then. Sava, did you hear the question?
Yes.
What is the mark of his name?
Christianity.
That's right. Or rather, it wouldn't be Christianity because nobody calls anyone Christianity. Well, what do they call people who worship the beast and his image? What do they call them?
Christians.
That's right. So if you receive that name, this is your fate, man. You're a Christian, you're dead, man. God's gonna kill you. And I'm gonna show you why. Because the receipts are there. Right? Okay. So, some believe Jesus is the Savior. So, we're looking at what Israelites believe about Jesus. Some believe Jesus is the Savior. You still have Israelites out here calling on the name of Jesus, man, which is illegal spiritually. It's illegal. You're remembering the name of the image of the beast, man, and invoking it in your prayers to God. The Most High is not hearing that prayer, man. What else do Israelites believe? The image of Jesus is Cesare Borgia, right? That's another thing that we believe in Israel, which is simply not true. So, question, is the image of Jesus Christ that really that of Cesare Borgia? Let's look at some images of Borgia or Borgia. I just call him Borgia, okay? Pardon my accent, Cesare Borgia, whatever. Then let's look at some images of Borgia, then Christ, okay? And let's look at these images from before the birth of Caesar Borgia in 1475 and after to see if indeed Jesus Christ is a copy of the image of Caesar Borgia, right? So let's look at some images of Borgia and of Christ from before Borgia's birth and after, all right? So let's first look at what Caesar Borgia looked like, right? This is Caesar, okay? And this is from vintagenews.com. This is Cesare Borgia, all right? This is his brother Giovanni, and there's another picture of Caesar, okay? This is Cesare Borgia, all right? So this is the man that we are taught in Israel, you know, is the one that is used to model the picture of the modern Christ after, all right? So that's Cesare Borgia from 1500, from the year 1500, okay? It's a profile portrait of Cesare Borgia in the Palazzo Venezia in Rome, 1500 to, it looks like this is saying 1500 to 1510, okay? Let me see what the last image we were looking at and what was the date on it, if there was any date. No, there was no date on this one, all right? But Cesare Borgia was born in 1475, okay? So by 1500, he would have been about 25 years old, okay? So that's what Borgia looks like. So now let's look at some pictures of Jesus before Cesare Borgia, all right? All right, so this is Jesus Christ Pantocrator, all right? Details of the Deasis mosaic. Christ with the Virgin Mary and John the Baptist. This is from the 13th century AD. So this is from the year, the 1300s, which is before Cesare Borgia was born, okay? Does that look a bit like Cesare Borgia to you guys?
Yeah.
Who said that? Somebody said yeah. I heard somebody say yeah. Who was that?
Me.
All right. What about you, Brother Chris? Does that look a bit like Cesare Borgia to you?
Yeah, it could kind of look like him, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull up maybe this picture again. Right? So we can compare. Right? Looks similar, no? You got the scruffy beard, scruffy brown beard, the eyes. Now this guy's eyes are bigger. You know, same Edomite nose. You know, I mean, see, Borgia's wearing a hat, but he has the shoulder length hair, similar, right? And of course, he's a Edomite, right? Same little mouth, right? This guy's mouth is a little thinner. This one's a bit fatter. The point is, though, this is from the 1300s. right, family? This is from the 1300s, before Borgia was born, right? Let's have a look at some others here. Did I just pull this up? I think I did. No, this is a different one. All right. So this is the Christ Pantocrator of St. Catherine's Monastery at Sinai. And this is from the 6th century, right? The year 600, okay? It's an icon from the year 600. Does this resemble Cesare Borgia a little to you guys? What do you think about Chris?
No, it's not here.
I think Brother Chris is away. Babe, does this kind of look a bit like him to you?
Yep. Just different styles.
Yeah, a tiny bit of a different style. But this is from the year 600, right? I mean, my math ain't that good, but what is that? 1400? 611? Wait, see, my math's not good. 800. 800 years before Caesar Borgia. Somebody paint this. Okay. Let's look at a couple more. Baptism of Jesus from let me see here. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. This is the baptism of Christ, the Psalter of Eleanor of Aquitaine, from 1185. Okay, it's at the National Library of the Netherlands. So this is from 1185. Let's zoom in a tiny bit here. Right? Jesus Christ, man. From the year from 1100s. Right? 300 years before Borgia. Okay. Let's look at a couple more. So this is again pre-Borgia. What do I have here? What do I have here? Oh, this is him as a baby. Oh, yeah. Right. So this is the temptation of Christ on the mountain. This is from between 1308 and 1311. Okay. AD. All right. And so in the 1300s, this is this is Jesus Christ, man. Does he kind of look a little bit like Borgia, you think? Saba? Someone was gonna say something. Go ahead and answer if you were gonna answer.
Yeah, kind of.
Right, this is Cesare Borgia, right? And this is a 1300s, a painting of Jesus Christ, man. A little bit of a similarity, you think? Yes or no?
Yeah.
What do you see?
Well, they're both Edomites. The hair is similar. Um the other painting's eyes look a bit like Jesus's eyes look a bit bigger than the Cesare Borgia.
Right.
Yeah, similar faces. Yeah, that's basically all I can say.
Right. Right. So, I mean, there's similarities, man. And this predates Borgia. Okay, by 100 and at least 60, 150, 160 years. Okay. Well, I think I have one more. Okay, here we go. This is let me see if I can there we go, that's good. Right? There he is again. Okay. And this says this is from 1305 to 1306. Okay, this is Jesus's entry into Jerusalem. All right, this is his entry into Jerusalem. It's at the Arena Chapel. All right, there's your boy. Right now, let's look at the side profile that we have of Borgia. Right, so that's the side profile of Borgia. And we got the side profile of good old Jesus, man. Right? Kind of similar or not?
Dead on.
Dead on. Your boy is Jesus. Anyway, so but this is happening before the man's even born, you see? So what they're taking this off of has to be older than Borgia. It cannot be Borgia. It didn't start at Borgia. Okay. Also notice for the rest of this study, this sun disk on his head, okay? This sun disk with these kind of spiky looking rays on his head and the head of the people following him. And that's really significant. Okay. All right. So what do we got here? Okay, so that was pre-Borgia Jesus. Now let's look at a couple post-Borgia Jesus. Okay, so after Borgia was born, let's look at a couple images of Jesus after Borgia was born, right? And I put it at 1500. I checked the 1400s. There was nothing. You can check as well yourself. But I put it at 1500 because, by that time, if they were indeed, doing pictures based on Cesare Borgia, then by the 1500s, these things would have proliferated throughout the society, right? So let's have a look here at some from the 1500s. Why is this not? Just give me one quick second. There we go. All right. So this is the Last Judgment, it's called, and it's from the year 1500. All right. One second. The Last Judgment. Okay, references to the Last Judgment appear in the Gospels and elsewhere in the Christian New Testament. And Christ is often represented in art as judge at the end of time. These scenes often show Christ enthroned in heaven, surrounded by saints and angels who help him judge the souls of humankind, as shown in the center panel of this triptych. Angels call forth the dead from their tombs to be judged, pictured in the bottom of the center panel, all right? The righteous enter the kingdom of heaven, a beautiful, orderly place. Watch the righteous. The righteous enter in heaven on the left there. Lovely. And the damned go to hell where they are tormented by demons, okay? And this is what's happening on the right, all right? So hey, the angels are Edomites, the devils are Edomites, and the ones being raised from the dead, you know, are Edomites. Christ is a Edomite, the angels are Edomites. It's Edom all day. Yeah, Edom. Right? Thus saith the liar, man. So, you know, after Borgia is born, you know, this is the image, this is one of the images that we're getting. Now, does that look like Borgia?
No.
No, it doesn't. Right? See what else we got. I mean, feel free to go look these up yourself. You know, you know, this is 1440. Wait, oh yeah, this is 1440. My bad. So this is before Borgia. Do apologize. Yeah, that one's missed thing here. Let's look at the 1600s. What's going on here, man? 1 second. It's asking me to sign up. No problemo. Yeah. Right? So this is 16th century Die Verspottung Christi. Okay. Is that Borgia? Let me pull up Borgia again. Is this Borgia, family?
A tired looking one.
A tired looking one. But would you say they modeled this guy off of Borgia, seeing as it was already looking like Borgia from before,
Yeah.
right? Well, I wouldn't say that, right? They didn't model this guy off of Borgia, right? They were already doing this before. So they continued to do their brown hair, brown eye Jesus, right? And then eventually turn him to the brown hair, blue eye Jesus. So kind of another one from the 1600s. And you can do this all day, man, right? I believe it is said that Leonardo da Vinci painted this. Okay, and he was a friend of Borgia, and you know, could have been his uh homosexual lover as well, right? So it's from the 16th century. Is this Borgia? Saba, is this Borgia?
He's coming, he's eating.
No problem. Brother Chris.
The picture it could be, you know, like if it's around the same time period, it could be. You never know what the painter was thinking when he painted it, but it could
I
be
I,
modeled.
I will say
They
again,
all look the same. They all have the same characteristics. They all look like white men, brown hair, whatever, a little bit of beard, whatever.
yeah,
Right?
it was definitely like I said, this was painted by his friend, right? And alleged you know, homosexual lover, man, right? So is this Borgia? Maybe, but it sure don't look like him to me. This man have small eye. When we go past the fact that he's a Edomite, right? This man have small eye, and look at his face, you know, structure. Yeah. This man have some big eye. The nose is similar. The mouth, this guy has more mouth, more full lip. The beard, not quite the same. This guy has a full beard. It's a little sheath, but it's a full beard, and then he has curly locks. Borgia has a stringy black hair, man. You know, this guy, you know, is looking, I guess, as masculine as you can look as a Edomite in those times in a portrait. And this man looked like a straight fruit, man. You know? Here's a couple more. 16th century. Oh, I should have. I mean, is that Borgia? What about this, brother Chris? Is that Borgia? Is this Borgia, brother Chris? What say you? Be honest.
No, I can't really say that it's him, but it could still be him. You know what I mean? Like, if it could still have him as the, well, I don't know. I guess it's just a white person, just a white man. That's it.
Yeah, I highly doubt that this is
I can't
Borgia.
necessarily say it is him or it's not him. What?
Well,
That just looks like a white man.
I'll take the chance and say it's not, right? Because to me, it's very clear the difference between this and this style here, and this came from the same school, the Lombard school in the 16th century. There's a huge difference between this and this. Same Lombard style, completely different Jesus, man. You know, face structure. Well, I can't say completely different, right? But definitely looks different to me. What about this guy? Is this guy Borgia? Right? Again, Lombard school, 16th century. Are all three of these likely the exact same person? Right? I will chance and say no. Because this looks like three different takes on Jesus Christ, man. They have their little similarities, but this don't look like the same person drawn three times.
Are they all from the same artist?
They're all from the same school of artists, right? They're not all from the same artist. They're all from the same school of artists. This is Da Vinci. I don't know who did this one or this one, right? So yeah, when I look at these images and I see that they were basically drawing Jesus Christ the same way before Borgia, right? And after, hey, listen, I know that you know, this image or this motif did not start with Caesar Borgia, right? They had been doing it before the man was born. And that's the point here, right? So, is the image of Jesus Christ really that of Caesar Borgia? No. The image of Christ is not that of Caesar Borgia. I searched the books and the images and it's simply not there, right? As anything more than a rumor from the writer, what was his name? What was his name? What was his name? Andre Dumas, right? Let me just make sure I get that name right. Alexandre Dumas. So you can do some research on your own. But Alexandre Dumas is the one that came up with this rumor, man. And that's all it was. It was never substantiated, right? And when you look at the historical record, the pre-Jesus pictures show you that it's impossible. They were already drawing Jesus in this particular form, right? So my assertion is Borgia is not the prototype for Jesus Christ's image today. Serapis is, right? And remember, anyway, I'll leave it at that. Let's prove that. How are we doing for time? Okay. So first, let's look at the attributes of Serapis. All right. Can you read that? Saba, can you read this? This here?
Serapis was a blend of
Hold on. Read the what do you call it? The title first.
everyone's god. Serapis was a blend of the Egyptian gods Osiris and Apis.
Osiris.
Osiris and Apis with the Greek god Zeus and
Mm-hmm.
others
Mm-hmm.
to create a composite deity
Mm-hmm.
who would resonate with the multicultural society Ptolemy I invasion of Asia envisioned. Ptolemy the First envisioned for Egypt.
Right. So the historical record tells you Serapis was a blend of the Egyptian gods Osiris and Apis, okay, with the Greek god Zeus, as well as other gods. And we're going to look at what they just said here. We're going to investigate all of this, right? We might not get to it today, but we're going to investigate all of this, right? And it says they did it to create what? A composite deity, meaning a god made up of other gods, right? Why? They wanted the god to resonate with the multicultural society. Ptolemy the First, an Edomite, right, created a god in order to gain acceptance from the multicultural Egyptian society. Does this sound familiar? Is there anyone in the world that just loves the multicultural society and does everything to make a multicultural society resonate with the people? Is there an Edomite doing the same thing that this Edomite was doing in Egypt today? I think the answer is obvious. Because when you walk around in Canada, they tell you about diversity. They tell you about we are all one. They tell you about we're in this together. They tell you the same thing in America. But then put the boot in your backside, man. And the chokehold on you in the street. And the bullets in you for stealing a candy bar, man, when you're hungry. Or for calling the cops because something bad's happening in your neighborhood and you're a kid and the cops come to your door and they kill you, man. But yet, the Edomite is advertising the society as everyone's salvation and good for everybody when it's only good for him. Is this happening today as it happened in Egypt under Ptolemy? You're damn straight it's happening, right? Let's just have a quick look at Ptolemy the First. See if we can get any right? Ptolemy the First Soter. There he is. Okay. Egyptian Egyptian Pharaoh. Right? In real life, man. But the man was an Edomite. Right? Because these guys conquered Egypt and took over. Now let's see this same attitude of everybody being one people under Greek teachings, right? Let's pull that up in the scriptures, right? Let's get First Maccabees 1:41 and 42. Brother Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the book of First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse number 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king.
And 43.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
To his what?
To his religion.
Mm-hmm.
And sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Right. So Antiochus already had a religion, man. Yeah. And you know, the Jews you know, they got down with it, man. And his religion already had these attributes. Right? Of everyone being one people. Saba, mute your line, please. Mute your line when you're not reading.
Moreover,
I said mute your line when you're not reading, Saba.
all right.
Yeah. Okay. So the Edomite, Antiochus, had the same attitude of Ptolemy, man, right? To use religion to get people to come under his command, right? For every sorry, that comes later, but the desire to have everybody become one, right? Ptolemy had the same desire. This other Edomite had the same desire. And what you're going to learn is that these guys learned this from Alexander the Great. Alexander learned it from his father, right? It's an old tactic that these guys use to destroy people, man, and to maintain rulership. So this was one of the attributes of Serapis. Serapis was everybody's god, okay? They wanted him to resonate with the multicultural society that Ptolemy envisioned for Egypt, all right? Some other attributes of Serapis. So, sorry, let me ask you guys, is Jesus Christ everyone's God?
No.
What are you talking about, bro?
In Christianity, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yes.
the only place Jesus Christ exists, brother. That's the whole point of this lesson. Jesus Christ is not Yahweh Shai. Those are two different people. So, yes, Jesus Christ is everyone's God, right? For clarity's sake. The Messiah is Yahweh Shai, but Jesus Christ is everyone's God. Just like Serapis is everyone's God. Saba, let me get this here. Sorry, is it your turn, Chris, or?
You want me to read the highlighted section?
Yeah, because I think Saba read the last one.
Okay, no problem. So it says, Lord of all gods, Serapis embodied the transformative powers of Osiris and Apis, already established through the cult of Osirapis, which had joined the two and the heavenly authority of Zeus. He was therefore understood as the Lord of all, from the underworld to the ether realm, to the ethereal realm of the gods in the sky.
Right. So Serapis was the Lord of all gods, man. The Lord of the gods from the underworld and the Lord of the gods from the sky. Okay. Is Jesus Christ the Lord of all gods? According to Christianity, is Jesus Christ the Lord of all gods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let's read on. From Egypt, sorry. Saba, let me get this here, this part.
From Egypt to Greece to Rome. The cult of Serapis spread from Egypt to Greece and was among the most popular in Rome by the 1st century CE. The cult remained a powerful religious force until the 4th century CE when Christianity gained the upper hand.
Right. So Serapis cult spread from Egypt, right, to Greece, again created by a Edomite. And it says it was the most popular in Rome, right, by 100 CE. That's after Yahushua died. So after Yahushua died, in Rome, where they were creating Christianity, the most popular cult was the cult of Serapis. Now, from our other studies, we know that the Romans incorporated elements of pagan gods into Christianity in order to get Christianity more widely accepted by the people. Okay? Did they take Serapis and put aspects of Serapis together to form Jesus Christ? The answer is yes. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what they took from who and put it together to make Jesus Christ. This account here found from world history tells you that the cult of Serapis was powerful up to the year 400 in the Common Era, right? When it said Christianity gained the upper hand. But from my research, what I see is all they did was incorporate the worship of Serapis into Christianity to make it very easy for the people to move from worshiping Serapis to worshiping Jesus Christ. Let's look at it. So it says here in 7500 to 5500 BC, according to various so-called scholars' calculations, Genesis 3, 1 to 4 shows us that Esau is a blasphemer against God, right? So the Most High say one thing and Esau say another thing. How we know is Esau? Well, Daniel 9:26 tells you Esau is the people of the prince, meaning the prince of darkness. And 2 Thessalonians 2, 7 to 9 tells you Esau's coming is after the working of Satan. So when we see the attitude of Satan in Genesis 3, verse 1 to 4, we see the very same attitude in Esau, right? And not just in modern times, but ever since he started formulating his religions, okay? So let's look at Genesis 3. Let me get 1 to 4, Brother Chris. Let me get 1 to 4. Saba, you got it? But Genesis 3 from chapter 1 from verse 1 to verse 3. 4, sorry.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, Ye hath Yahweh said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Right, so stop right there. Says the serpent was more subtle, meaning more tricky than any beast of the field. Okay, now we know beasts, we saw that in Daniel, stand for various nations. So the deeper meaning of this is that the serpent nation was more tricky than any other nation on earth, man, right? Which Yahweh had made. Okay, that's the spiritual meaning behind that, and we see proof of that because that they're tricking everyone into worshiping them. Okay, and then what did the serpent say? Have the Most High said, "You shall not eat of the tree of the garden," right? And again, I'm bringing out the scripture to show you that Esau always been a blasphemer. Okay, because he come in the same spirit of the serpent. And in fact, in Revelation chapter 12, the Most High called him that old serpent. Okay, he called him the devil, and he also called him Satan, which means enemy. Okay, and the devil just means deceiver. Okay, read on.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden,
Mm-hmm.
but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither
Right,
shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
lest he die. Okay, so Kawa, which is her real name, not Eve. All right, said, hey, listen. The Most High said, don't eat of the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, man, because we're gonna die. So what did Esau say when that's the word of the Most High? That's the truth. She spoke the truth. What did Satan say? Go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for Yahweh doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
So stop right there, right? So Satan said to Eve, that serpent, said to Eve, that liar said to Eve, a blasphemy, man. He said, hey, don't worry, you won't die, right? So-called Eve, which is Kawa, did she die? After they disobeyed God, right? Did Adam and Kawa die?
Spiritually,
Spiritually and physically, did they die?
well, yeah,
They certainly did. They lived a long time, but they certainly died, right? So Satan deceived them, man. That same spirit that Esau has, man. He deceived them, right? Blasphemed against heaven, gave them a whole different doctrine, and led them to death, man. Right? And this is the same thing happening here with the formulation of Jesus Christ. This is the same thing happening with the formulation of Serapis. Esau is taking lies and then adding more lies upon it. idols and creating new idols to satisfy and trap the people, right? He has the same spirit of Satan from the garden, right? And the Most High tells you that in Daniel 9:26, which we've read many times, right? But I want us to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 to read this. Give me 7 to 9, please, House.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who know letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right, stop right there. So we're looking at Serapis, right, in the historical record. And then we jump forward and we're reading Thessalonians, which it tells you, so Thessalonians, let me see, was written about 48 to 52 AD, okay, after Christ died, right? And look what it says, right? During that time, what did these guys say? The mystery of iniquity is already working. What's the mystery of iniquity? Up here, it tells you what the mystery of iniquity is. That man of sin, verse 3, which shall be revealed, the son of perdition, meaning the son of destruction. So the son of destruction, the man of sin, was already working, right? He opposed and exalt himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sit in the temple of God, showing that himself that he is God. So in 48 to 52 AD, the disciples already knew that the man of sin was working. They already knew Esau was working, man. The Edomite. Because guess what? In 48 to 52 AD, he was already working. Because they invented Serapis, um, uh, according to their records, in about 750 AD. They canonized him. They say he was worshipped from 2000 BC. I don't see the evidence, but they canonized him and started writing about him, the Edomites, in 750 BC. Right? In any regard, the disciples knew the mystery of iniquity was already working. Esau was already doing what? Where is it? Opposing and exalting himself above all that is called God or that is worship, and setting himself up, right? So that he, as God, sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So the brothers understood that Esau was already sitting in the temple of the Most High and saying that he is the Most High, man. He was already doing it back then, right? The work was already being done, right? As we're now bringing out through seeing how they built Serapis. The deception was already working. In fact, it was working from Genesis, man. Right? Where Satan deceived Kawa. You know? Go ahead. And
And
then shall the wicked, right?
and then shall that wicked be revealed,
Mm-hmm.
whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and
Right.
shall
So stop right there. The spirit of the Most High mouth is truth. The Most High is consuming Esau now with truth. That's why they're scared, according to Revelation 11:11. Right. That's why that Israeli female official said the biggest problem is young black men in America, because the spirit of truth is destroying their illusion, man. Right. So he will it's consuming them, right? So the Most High will consume them with the spirit of his mouth. Go ahead.
and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right. So the people trying to save Edomites, they're gonna die, man. Because the Most High tell you he's straight up gonna destroy Esau with the brightness of his coming. Straight up. And Isaiah 65:11 and 12 backs that up. And he tell you if you prepare a table for the troop and a drink offering for the number, he's gonna number you to the sword. Right? So keep reading.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
So Esau's coming is after the working of who?
Satan,
Satan. So when you're dealing with Serapis and them cobbling together this god out of other gods, who are you really dealing with? The worship of who?
Satan,
Yeah. These are Satan's works, and he's setting you up to worship Satan. Because if you're not worshiping Yahweh, guess who you're worshiping? Right? Satan has many names. All the names of these false gods, every last one of them, go back to Satan. And the most I tell you straight, Esau, right, come after the works of Satan. What was Satan doing? From the very beginning, deceiving Eve or Kawa into disobeying God. What's Satan doing today? Deceiving everybody into disobeying the Most High God. And the Most High said, hey, he's going to come with power, signs, and lying wonders. What did he do? In classical Greece, he came with power, signs, and lying wonders. What's he doing today? He's coming with power, signs, and lying wonders. You have white Jesus, you have the church, you have Lamborghinis and money and condos and suits and private jets and missiles. All he's doing is using the principles that Yahweh has set up in order to make various technologies. And that's convincing people that he is the creator of the universe. Oh, God must look like a so-called white man because look what he's able to do. And most of these technologies are really, he just stole the credit for them. He took these technologies, tactics from other nations and give himself the credit. I mean, look up some of your favorite TV shows. Edomite stole a patent and took the credit. You know, look up the inventors of various things, scissors and, vehicles. And there are many inventions Esau has taken the credit for. And indeed, he was not the inventor of it. The light bulb. I mean, a black man came up with the filament to make the thing light, man. And if I'm not mistaken, all I think it's Thomas Jefferson, did was improve the technology, man. Nevertheless, the point here is that this cult of Serapis that was taking from all these various gods and putting it together to make a new god is just in the spirit that Esau has had from the beginning, which is Satan's spirit, the spirit of a deceiver, right? Let's get Daniel 9:26, right? One more scripture to show that Esau come after the working of Satan. Go ahead. Go ahead, Saba.
Where do I start?
26.
And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come and shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of the war desolations are determined.
Desolations are determined. Okay. And let's put that with I think that's Luke. I think I want Luke 24. Right. So right here, the Most High straight up called the people that would to destroy the city and the sanctuary. He called them the people of the prince, man. And it certainly, I mean, wouldn't be the Prince of Light. And we went through this many times before, right? 1 second here. Right? We don't have to guess as to who would destroy the city and the sanctuary in this particular prophecy. It was Luke 21. Luke 21 and 20 tells you, I'll read it. It says, let me go to the chapter. It says, and when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. So when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, you know that it's going to be destroyed, right? And Titus destroyed Jerusalem, right? And Vespasian, if I'm not mistaken, right? In 70 CE. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written must be fulfilled. All right. Going down to 24. I'm gonna keep reading. For these be the days, okay, 23. But woe unto them that are with child, unto them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. All right. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Okay. So, Yahushua said, Jerusalem, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Daniel said the people of the prince would be the ones that destroyed it. And then when we ask, of course, who destroyed Jerusalem in 70 AD? Because it had to be after Christ. Because Christ said, hey, this is the time for the fulfillment of that particular prophecy. Okay? Through the Spirit. Titus. Titus, son of Vespasian. So who destroyed Jerusalem in 70 AD? Titus, son of Vespasian, was the Roman general who led the siege and destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. He had been serving under his father in the campaign against the Jewish revolt and took command after Vespasian returned to Rome. See? So Titus and his father Vespasian. Let's see here. Titus of Rome. Okay. All right. So this is him. Right? That's the people of the prince that Daniel 9 is talking about, man. That's the people whose coming is after the working of Satan with all deceivableness, all, not a little bit, all deceivableness, right? Let's get Revelation 13:6, last one on that. Saba, let me get 5 and 6 there in Revelation 13.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
Sorry,
And
go from 4 again.
And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months.
Go ahead.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven.
Yeah, so stop right there. So all that to say this, Esau was given power, right? Let's go back here. To make war with the saints, overcome them, and to have power over all kindreds and nations. And he was also, let's see, given here in verse 5, a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. All right. So what we're gonna see is what he did with that mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. What he did with it is you know, create a new religion, a new God, and brought it down through the ages, right? He used it to create Serapis, and he used it to transform Serapis into Jesus Christ, right? Taking the truth of the Most High and mixing it with the lies that he already had to create a lie powerful enough to subjugate the world. Now, I think I will think I'll wrap up here for today. Yeah, I think I'll wrap up here for today. And next week when we come together, we're gonna look at all the attributes of other gods that Esau put together to create Serapis, right? And then we're gonna link up Serapis with Jesus Christ to show you that Jesus Christ is indeed Serapis. All right. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you were edified and learned a couple of things. And we'll be back next week to dive even deeper into this and see how each of these attributes of Jesus Christ were pulled out of Serapis. All right. All right. So for those watching us online, join us next week. We're gonna dive deeper, of course, into the details of all of this. We're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. And in the meantime, keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. If you are just watching an Israelite teaching for the first time, go to our YouTube page, go under the playlist Basics, and learn the basics of the truth of the Most High, so that you can save your soul. And to the oppressor and his kin, get ready for the destruction that is going to come upon you